Most people think kale is the healthiest leafy green on the planet. But here's the truth one overlooked. Green has nearly 3 times more magnesium than kale, and most adults over 50 have never even heard of it. See, what's considered healthy for the average person isn't always ideal for older adults. Because after 50, say, your body absorbs magnesium more slowly. Your kidneys lose more of it. And even your daily medications can quietly drain your reserves. According to the Harvard School of Public Health, magnesium is essential for muscle strength, heart rhythm, and deep, restful sleep. Yet it's one of the most under-consumed minerals among seniors. In this video, you'll discover the top 5 leafy greens that outperform kale, and which one delivers. The biggest surprise at 1. Stay until the end because one shocks almost everyone over 60. Comment yes if you want more videos like this. Most people think they're getting enough magnesium just by eating vegetables or taking a multivitamin, but studies show that more than half of adults over 50 are quietly running low on magnesium without realizing it. Why does that matter? Because magnesium is the body's natural relaxation mineral. It helps muscles unclench, nerves stay calm, and your heart keep a steady rhythm. When levels drop, tension builds up literally. You might notice nighttime leg cramps, restless sleep, or even that jittery, anxious feeling that seems to come out of nowhere. Here's the catch. As we age, our bodies simply don't hold on to magnesium the way they used to. Digestive enzymes slow down, stomach acid weakens, and certain common medications like diuretics or acid blockers can cause magnesium to flush out faster than it's replaced. That means even if you eat your greens faithfully, much of that magnesium might never reach your cells. It's not your fault. It's just part of the natural aging process. According to the National Institutes of Health, magnesium plays a vital role in over 300 different functions, from muscle repair and nerve communication to bone health and blood sugar balance. Yet, after 50, the very systems that depend on magnesium start to need it the most. Take Linda, a 62-year-old retired nurse. She thought her evening muscle twitches were just old age. But once she began eating a variety of magnesium-rich greens lightly cooked instead of raw, her nights grew calmer and her morning stiffness eased. It's not about eating more food, it's about eating the right food in the right way. So now that we understand why magnesium matters so much after 50, let's count down the top 5 leafy greens that naturally refill your magnesium stores. Starting with 5. Spinach. At number 5 is the green. Everyone knows spinach. It's praised in magazines, featured in smoothies, and trusted by millions. But few realize that while spinach is indeed rich in magnesium, the way it's prepared can make or break its real benefit, especially after 50. You see, many older adults load raw spinach into their blenders every morning, believing they're doing something wonderful for their health. It looks vibrant, it feels light, and it tastes clean. But here's the hidden problem. Raw spinach contains compounds called oxalates. These tiny plant molecules can quietly block magnesium absorption in the digestive tract. So even though your smoothie might be packed with nutrients, much of that magnesium may never make it into your bloodstream. That's why some people, especially those in their 60s and 70s, still feel tired, stiff, or wake up with nighttime cramps despite eating healthy. Their bodies simply aren't getting the magnesium they think they are. The good news, a simple tweak can change everything. According to research from the Cleveland Clinic, gently cooking spinach by steaming or lightly sautéing it helps neutralize those oxalates. This allows magnesium and other minerals to become far more bioavailable, meaning your body can actually use them. It's an easy shift that can bring noticeable results. Take George, a 70-year-old retired carpenter. For years, he started his mornings with a green smoothie full of raw spinach. He thought it was the reason he stayed strong, but his legs often cramped at night, and he woke up feeling drained. His doctor mentioned magnesium, so he made a small change. He began eating warm spinach, sautéed with olive oil and garlic instead. 2 weeks later, the cramps eased, his sleep deepened, his energy which had felt uneven for years, began to smooth out. What changed wasn't his diet, it was his method. That warm olive oil helped him absorb more magnesium, and the gentle heat freed up the minerals trapped inside the leaves. It's a simple reminder that as our digestion slows with age, warm, softened foods become more powerful than cold, raw ones. Spinach still deserves a proud place on your plate. It's gentle on the stomach, rich in fiber, and full of life-supporting nutrients. But the secret lies in how you treat it. Steam it, sauté it, add a touch of olive oil or lemon juice. Turn a good food into a great one. Because for adults over 50, health isn't about eating more, it's about helping your body use more. And when you do that, even humble spinach can become one of your most trusted allies for calm muscles, better rest, and steady, lasting energy. Now, let's move on to 4, a vibrant green that's even more powerful, yet often overlooked right beside spinach in the grocery aisle. 4. Swiss chard. At number 4 is a green that quietly sits in the produce aisle. Bright stems, wide leaves, and almost no attention. It's called Swiss chard, and it's one of the most underrated magnesium powerhouses on the planet. Most people walk right past it, thinking it's just another spinach or kale look-alike. But this colorful green carries a special combination of magnesium and potassium. 2 minerals that help your muscles relax, your heart beat steadily, and your nerves communicate smoothly. For older adults, that balance is priceless. You see, as we age, our body's ability to regulate minerals becomes less efficient. The kidneys, which act like filters, slowly lose precision. That means minerals like magnesium can slip away faster, especially if you take diuretics, blood pressure medication, or drink less water than you used to. And when that happens, muscles tighten, the heart can flutter, and fatigue creeps in quietly. That's where Swiss chard shines. Its magnesium works hand in hand with potassium to restore calm electrical balance throughout the body. Think of it like tuning a musical instrument. The magnesium helps the strings relax while potassium keeps the rhythm steady. Together, they bring the body back in tune. Science backs it up. Nutrition studies referenced by the Harvard T.H. Chun School of Public Health note that leafy greens rich in both magnesium and potassium support normal blood pressure and muscle recovery. 2 areas where adults over 50 often struggle. But beyond the data, there's the feeling. Meet Carol, a 67-year-old grandmother who loved gardening but stopped because of constant calf cramps. She thought she needed supplements. Instead, her dietitian suggested sautéed Swiss chard twice a week. Within a month, the cramps that woke her at night faded, and her hands felt steadier when pruning her roses. She hadn't realized that the green she'd ignored for years could give such visible relief. Preparation matters. Of course, chard is best enjoyed, lightly cooked, sautéed with olive oil and garlic, or stirred into soups. The stems are edible too. They're full of fiber and add natural sweetness. And because it's high in water, it also supports hydration, something many adults over 60 overlook. Even though it's key to mineral balance, here's the takeaway. Swiss chard may not have kale's fame, but it delivers steady, calming nourishment that your body can actually feel. It's gentle, hydrating, and beautifully balanced, the kind of quiet strength older bodies truly appreciate. Now, if you thought Swiss chard was impressive, just wait until you see 3. This next leafy green has a spicy kick and a surprising edge that can spark your energy and support your magnesium levels even more. 3. Mustard greens. At number 3, we move to a green with a little kick. Mustard greens. They're peppery, vibrant, and often used in traditional Southern and Asian dishes. But what most people don't realize is that this fiery leaf hides a magnesium content higher than spinach, plus a spectrum of antioxidants that help your body stay energized and resilient. Now, here's where it gets interesting. As we age, our cells lose efficiency in producing and storing energy. You might feel it as slower mornings, heavier limbs, or that sense of fatigue that doesn't always match your activity level. Magnesium helps your cells recharge by supporting enzymes that turn food into energy. Mustard greens provide that spark, but with a little attitude. According to research shared by the Mayo Clinic, Magnesium-rich vegetables combined with plant antioxidants can help maintain nerve and muscle function while easing feelings of tiredness. That's because magnesium doesn't just help your muscles relax, it helps them fire correctly. And mustard greens are among the few vegetables that support both sides of that equation, relaxation and activation. Let's bring this to life. Meet Raymond and Joyce, a 68-year-old couple from North Carolina who love cooking together. Joyce began noticing her hands trembling slightly when chopping vegetables, and Raymond complained about feeling drained after short walks. Instead of turning to supplements, their nutritionist suggested adding mustard greens soup to their dinner twice a week. The result? Within a month, their energy began to balance out. Joyce said her hands felt steadier, and Raymond joked that his get-up-and-go finally came back. What really changed wasn't just their energy levels, it was their cellular rhythm. Magnesium and antioxidants were quietly helping their nerves and muscles communicate again, the way they were meant to. Mustard greens are also rich in vitamins A and K, which support vision and bone strength, two areas that naturally decline after 60. And here's a simple tip. Enjoy them warm. Older digestion responds better to warmth and softness. So simmer mustard greens gently in broth or olive oil until tender. Add a squeeze of lemon to boost flavor and nutrient absorption. The beauty of mustard greens lies in their liveliness. They awaken the taste buds and gently recharge the body without heaviness or fatigue. For adults over 50, that makes them not just food, but fuel for vitality. So, we've covered spinach, Swiss chard, and mustard greens, three strong magnesium allies. But coming up next, at 2, is a green that's often cooked in southern kitchens and quietly holds double the magnesium of kale. 2. Collard greens. At number 2 is a classic southern staple that deserves a standing ovation. Collard greens. They've been simmered in family kitchens for generations, often beside a pot of beans or roasted sweet potatoes. But what most people don't realize is that collard greens deliver nearly twice the magnesium of kale, along with calcium, vitamin C, and a kind of earthy richness that nourishes both body and memory. For adults over 50, that combination is gold. Magnesium helps your muscles and nerves stay balanced, while calcium keeps bones strong, and both rely on each other to do their jobs well. Without enough magnesium, calcium can't be properly managed inside your cells, and that can lead to tension, stiffness, and that familiar tight feeling in your neck or shoulders. As we get older, digestion slows and nutrient absorption drops. Many seniors also take multiple medications, which can further block magnesium uptake. That's why foods like collard greens, nutrient-dense, gently fibrous, and full of plant minerals become such powerful allies. According to experts at the Harvard School of Public Health, diets rich in leafy greens like collards are associated with better cardiovascular function, smoother digestion, and overall metabolic balance. The reason is simple. Their blend of magnesium, fiber, and antioxidants helps keep circulation flowing and blood sugar steady, two pillars of senior vitality, and they're surprisingly easy to enjoy. Collard greens thrive when cooked slowly, allowing their tough fibers to soften and their minerals to release. Many traditional cooks simmer them in broth or olive oil, adding a touch of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar at the end. That small splash of acid helps your body absorb more magnesium and calcium from the leaves, a trick passed down long before science confirmed why it works. Take Samuel, a 74-year-old retired mechanic from Georgia. He'd stopped eating collard greens years ago, thinking they were old-fashioned, but after a checkup showed low magnesium levels. He decided to bring them back, gently simmered with olive oil and a squeeze of lemon. Within weeks, his digestion improved. His muscles felt less tense. And he said, "I sleep deeper now like I used to in my 40s. There's wisdom in tradition. The foods our grandparents trusted often carried quiet layers of science we're only now rediscovering. So the next time you see a bunch of collards at the store, think beyond the southern recipe. Think of them as your natural mineral reservoir, feeding your muscles, calming your nerves, and supporting your strength with every bite. And if you think collard greens are powerful, just wait for what comes next. Because the one leafy green on our list doesn't just beat kale, it triples it in magnesium. And most people throw it away without realizing what they're losing. 1. Beet greens. And now, number 1. The leafy green that quietly outshines them all, beet greens. Yes, the humble leaves attached to those red beets most people slice off and throw away. They're not just edible. They're a nutritional treasure, with nearly 3 times more magnesium than kale, plus a rare mix of minerals that strengthen muscles, improve circulation, and support calm, steady energy. For decades, beet greens were ignored. Supermarkets focused on the roots, while the leaves were treated as waste. But here's what nutrition researchers at the Harvard School of Public Health have revealed. Beet greens are rich in magnesium, potassium, and nitrates, compounds that help keep blood vessels open and oxygen flowing efficiently through your body. That's vital after 50 baths, when circulation naturally slows and fatigue becomes more common. So while kale may get the spotlight, beet greens are quietly doing more behind the scenes, easing tension, supporting heart rhythm, and replenishing the magnesium that aging bodies struggle to hold on to. Meet Mary, a 74-year-old retired teacher from Oregon. She'd been feeling foggy and restless at night, often waking with a pounding heart and tight calves. Her doctor ruled out serious issues but mentioned low magnesium. Mary didn't want to take supplements, so she tried something simple. She started saving the tops from her beets instead of tossing them. Twice a week, she sautéed the greens in olive oil with lemon and garlic. Within a few weeks, she noticed changes: fewer leg cramps, deeper sleep, and a steadier mood. "I didn't realize the answer was already in my fridge," she said with a laugh. "I just needed to stop throwing it away." There's a beautiful truth hidden here. The strongest nutrition often comes from the most overlooked parts, the roots, the stems, the leaves we think don't matter. And for seniors, that's a powerful reminder. Your health isn't about chasing trends. It's about rediscovering nature's quiet wisdom. Beet greens taste slightly earthy, with a gentle bitterness that disappears when sautéed or added to soups. They blend perfectly with olive oil, citrus, or even eggs, and their natural magnesium helps muscles relax, while the potassium and nitrates help your heart and circulation stay strong. So next time you buy fresh beets, pause before trimming the tops. Those greens are your hidden source of calm energy, steady strength, and peaceful rest. They may just be the most powerful forgotten food in your kitchen. Now that we've completed the list, let's bring it all together with a few simple ways to make the most of these greens every single week. Now that you know the 5 greens that outshine kale, let's talk about how to actually get the most magnesium from them. Because what you eat only matters if your body can use it. First, cook your greens lightly. Steaming, sautéing, or simmering helps break down tough plant fibers and oxalates that can block magnesium absorption. Warm food is easier for older digestion, and it delivers more usable nutrients to your cells. Second, add healthy fats. Olive oil, avocado, or a few crushed nuts can help your body absorb magnesium and fat-soluble vitamins like A and K. A drizzle of oil isn't just flavor, it's function. Third, stay hydrated. Magnesium works hand in hand with water to regulate muscle function, nerve health, and circulation. Even mild dehydration can make your magnesium levels appear lower than they are. And finally, rotate your greens. Each one carries a unique mix of minerals. By alternating spinach, chard, mustard, collards, and beet greens, you give your body a full spectrum of nourishment, not just magnesium, but balance. You don't need supplements or complicated diets. Just a few simple, delicious habits can keep your body calm, your energy steady, and your nights restful. So here's the bottom line. You don't have to chase the latest superfood or buy expensive supplements. Nature already gave you what you need in simple, colorful leaves that have quietly supported strong hearts, calm nerves, and steady energy for generations. By choosing the right greens, cooking them gently, and rotating them often, you're not just feeding your body, you're honoring it. If this video inspired you to see your food in a new light, give it a thumbs up. Share it with a friend, and subscribe for more ways to stay vibrant after 50 ounces. And tell us in the comments which green will you try first. As always, consult your healthcare provider. If you have any health concerns, stay strong, stay calm, and keep living young at heart.